So there I was, just looking through my Pokemon binder, admiring the artwork, and then I thought to myself,
man, I wish I had a real Pokemon.
And then it hit me.
Oh, I can work with this. Togepi, I choose you! Now this egg is perfect for Togepi's shell. It is just the right size. Now it looks like everything else I need for Togepi will actually be on this rack. I will need some foam clay, some foam spray, some aluminum foil for the base, some tan color spray paint, and some Plasti Dip. I will also need some blue and red paint for the pattern on Togepi's shell, and I'll use some armature wire to make it posable. Then finally for the eyes, I'll be using these craft eyes I had left over in a sewing kit. Now I have everything I need to make Togepi. I'm gonna start with the shell first. First, I need to get rid of the green circles that are on the egg, and some acetone should do the trick.
I had a massive Pokemon collection when I was a kid, and just recently I've been starting to get back into it. I even started my own channel where I open packs such as Pokemon, basketball, soccer, football, all that stuff. You guys should go check it out. Link in the description.
I got most of the green paint off of the egg, and I know there's still like a green hue to it, but that's okay because I still have to cut it, sand it down a little bit, and add some Plasti Dip to it, so all that color will go away. Now for the next part, I have to mark where I need to cut on the egg because the top portion of the egg is hatched off. Now to do that, I'm actually gonna go onto Pokemon Go and take a look at this Togepi and use it as a reference. I get a pretty good 360 view of Togepi, so this will be pretty helpful.
I play Pokemon Go. You all remember that song? That was so long ago. I remember when I'd be out and about catching Pokemon back in 2016? It's crazy it was 10 years ago. Time flies.
I'd say this turned out actually pretty well. I freehanded the whole thing, which I tend to do with all of my projects, but now that the outline is made, I have to go ahead and cut it. I actually went ahead and moved the crack lines down just a little bit because I think they're a little bit too high. Now it's ready to cut, and I believe a blade like this should do the trick. I'm actually down to my last blade, so fingers crossed that that one blade can do all this.
I'm excited for this project because this is my first Pokemon project on this channel. I actually haven't uploaded in 5 months. I took a little bit of a break, a much needed break, but I'm coming back making something that I know that I'll love and enjoy. And I think that was a problem I was having when I was making videos, is I really wasn't enjoying what I was building. So I hope this gets me back into it.
Scrambled. Now I've got the shell completely cut out. So now I need to go ahead and fill the inside of the shell with some spray foam. Now obviously it would take a lot of spray foam to fill the inside up completely. I'm gonna go ahead and stick a bowl or something like that inside of it to build it up a little bit.
Now this wouldn't be an AJD project without some spray foam. I think we're going on 10 or so straight projects with spray foam. I love this stuff.
I'm not gonna lie, this thing is looking like a dessert. It looks really yummy. So spray foam expands, so I have to wait for this to finish expanding. I'm also doing it a single layer at a time. That way it'll dry all the way through. So in about an hour, when it's not tacky, I'm gonna add another layer to it. It has been over an hour, so the foam is solid to the touch. And as you can tell, it expanded quite a bit. So now that it's dry, I'm gonna build up another layer with spray foam.
Enjoy some ASMR.
It's gonna take a little bit for this foam to dry, so I'm gonna check back tomorrow and see if we can carve it. It is the very next day, and the foam, as you can tell, has expanded quite a bit, and it is completely dry, so now I can go ahead and carve it into the shape of Togepi.
Now, out of the 1,025 Pokemon to choose from, why did I choose Togepi? Well, I started rewatching the cartoon, and I was so attached to Togepi right away. He's just so cute, and I love how he's so attached to Misty. He's definitely become one of my favorite Pokemon, but my #1 favorite Pokemon is Psyduck. I absolutely love Psyduck. I relate to him so much.
I went ahead and trimmed and sanded off the excess foam, and I ended up with this thing right here. Now I'm gonna go ahead with a marker and trace where I need to cut for the facial features and the little spikes that poke out.
Down in the comments below, tell me what your favorite Pokemon is. I would love to hear all your guys' favorite Pokemon, and let me know what Pokemon you guys want me to build next.
So I've got Togepi's face and all the spikes drawn on it, and it was a little bit difficult because the spikes actually stick out just a little bit from the body. So I had to draw it as if it was 2D, but I will be using foam clay just to build it up a little bit. So now I'm gonna carve him.
You what?
What makes carving him even sadder is the inside looks just like egg yolk, and it's even squishy and sticky. I am so sorry, Togepi. I went ahead and shaved a little bit more off of it so that way it wasn't flush with the shell. It has a little bit of depth now. But now it's time for the foam clay. Before I add too much foam clay on the face, I actually need to go ahead and put in the eyes. What I'm gonna do is just stick them into the face and then use the foam clay to kind of mold it into place. I finished sculpting the foam clay on Togepi and he looks a little creepy, but cute at the same time. I'm going for like a realistic look and those eyes definitely make it look pretty realistic. Now I have to wait for this foam clay to dry, which will be, I'm guessing, until tomorrow or maybe 2 days from now. I want it to fully dry and then we can go ahead and start painting. While the rest of his body is drying, I'm gonna go ahead and work on the arms and the feet. Now I'll be making the arms and the feet separate from the rest of the body. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a base out of some aluminum foil and armature wire, and then of course some foam clay. And my goal is to make it so the arms can be posable. So I believe it's been drying for about 2 days. I just went ahead and added some wood putty to the gaps in the foam just to seal it up and make it a little bit more smooth. So now that everything on him is completely dry, I'm gonna go ahead and add a couple layers of Mod Podge to it just to seal it up a little bit more before I put on the Plasti Dip. So far, I've only added 1 layer of Mod Podge to the body, the feet, and the hands. I went ahead and applied it a little bit more thick than I usually would. That way it can fill into the holes and cracks. So now I gotta wait for this to dry and then I can add another layer. The first layer of Mod Podge is done drying, so it's time for the second layer. It is the next day and the 3 layers of Mod Podge is dry. And now that that's dry, it is ready for some Plasti Dip. Now I'll only be able to Plasti Dip the body. As for the feet and the arms, I still have to wait for some foam to dry. I went ahead and cut off the ends of it so that way it would rest on the body kind of like this. And then I added foam on the bottom of the feet as well. So I'll probably go ahead and Plasti Dip those tomorrow. The spray paint on Togepi's body, arms, and feet are completely done drying, so now it is time to put it all together. I went ahead and used some spray foam to adhere the feet to the body. So while that's drying, let's go move on to the hands. So I wanna make it so his arms are able to move up and down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take his arm and a screw, and I'm gonna adhere the screw inside of the arm like this, and I'm gonna screw this into the body. It should be able to move like this. I think that would look really cool. I have got his little arms on there, and as you can see, they're opposable. I can move them around, which is super cool. Now that all that is done, there's only one last thing to do, and that is to paint on the blue and red triangles and square shapes that are all over his shell. So I'm gonna start by just sketching the shape with a pencil onto the shell. No templates needed, no stickers needed, just hand painting. Are you ready, little guy? Look at a little cutie patootie. Boop. I finished painting all the details onto the shell and it looks really good. I also went ahead and used a blue paint pen to outline the blue triangles. And for the feet, I originally had it black, but I realized it looked too cartoonish. So I went ahead and faded it with some brown and tan. But the last thing I'm gonna do is cover Togepi entirely with Mod Podge to seal up all the paint and to add a little bit of gloss to him. Togepi is now finally complete. What was that? Prepare for trouble and make it double. All right, can you just go? I'm trying to film something here. I'm here to collect that precious Pokemon. Absolutely not, this is my Togepi. What are you doing? Well, aren't you just a cutie? What are you doing? Oh, looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again. What the? Good job, buddy.